Why does it feel so cold inside my heart tonight? Be my man is what she said. It's not just the wind that's moving round tonight. But quick and clean don't make it right.
Yep. Righto, Ants and I are out in the bush and we're standing on a lava flow. And if you have a look around, it's all basalt and red soil, and it's a typical lava flow. So you can see all the big bluestone connies, and it's followed the ridge along, and lava, as you know from seeing it on TV, only moves slowly. And here is a shaft that goes into the lava flow. And obviously the early prospectors, they knew that there was no gold in lava, no gold in volcanic overlay, so why'd they put the shaft in it? And the reason they put the shaft in it, they were interested in what was underneath it. On the slope below us, there's a gully, and a party of Italians worked it, and when they got into one particular stretch of the gully, it was very rich, and straight away they started to look around and wonder where the gold came from, and it had come down from the slope above them. It hadn't gone down the gully, it had come down from the edge of the slope. So they prospected the slope and they've worked the slope, and when they got up to here, they wanted to keep on the gold. So they put a few shafts down and belled them out. There's another one there behind us that's fallen in. But it was too hard to work for the gold that's on return. So we'll go down the slope. I want to show you a signal I've dug down there, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Rightio, we're back down the slope. I've got a bit of gold here. And I know it's a bit of gold because I've already had a look at it. That's why I've got Ant over to film me. And that's why we went up the top of the film. And this is the story. The slope is a great slope, and they've got mudstone, and there's the bottom. They've surfaced it off, but there was bugger all. It was only silty ground. There's very little gravel on it, so it's a great detecting slope, and we've got a lot of little bits off it. But it's got this bugbear of the basalt that's came down from where I was showing you. The basalt has migrated down with erosion, and now right across the slope, you get signals like that. So we put a few stones to the side and work gently up the slope. Dug this one, but I defy you to tell the difference between that signal and that signal.
It's
so you have
impossible,
to,
isn't it?
yeah, you have to
Bloody
shift the
basalt.
blue stones or the basalt out of the way. On this part of the slope, they're not too bad, but the further you get across, the more and more they are. It's a pretty easy job because we had a wet winter and you can just put your stick under it, your digger under them and roll them out. But they're a pain in the backside. I'll find this little bit of gold. See, the signals are that hard to read. I know he's just there on top because I've already seen him.
In the hand?
He was till I dropped him. Dropped him out of my fingers.
Still there.
Should be able to
Still down. Where are you?
This will get him.
Yeah,
This will
Lucy
get
Maggie.
him. Got him.
Yes.
No, I didn't. I dragged him.
Push him back into the hole.
Yeah. Got him this time. I've already seen him once. I know how big he is, but there he is. Look,
Yeah, I see. Oh,
there he is.
nice one.
And that's about the size of him. Last weekend I was out here, Saturday afternoon. Ant was living his playboy lifestyle and didn't come out with me. And I got 3, and a bloke that's just across the gully there, he got a couple as well. And so a shout out to John and Dylan. They'll be watching this when it goes up. And that's about the size of them. That's actually not a bad little bit for here.
Yeah.
But if you get enough of them, and they run down this slope, and as I said, an easy slope, except for the basalt. What's happened is they've worked the gully suddenly they started to get a lot of gold that's more coarse, come into the gully. They prospect the slope, and what they do is they have a long thin bag with 10 or a dozen pieces of string. They take a sample like that, put it in the bag, tie the string around it. They start off at the furthest part away from where they're going to wash, take a sample and then work across the hillside, and they might get a dozen, and each time they get a sample, tie the string across it so they've only got the bag, they wear it around their neck like a bandolier. When they get back to the water, put it beside their dish. The first sample out is the last one in. As soon as they get a sample with colour in it, they go, oh, that's the fourth one, that's the fifth one, that was halfway up the hill, or that was across to the south or whatever. Now we've got a rough idea, and so they might take another sample, and that's how they've prospected this hill, and that's how they've decided it was worth washing. And you can see the graduations where they have washed it all the way up. And we've taken dozens of pieces off this hill, especially further up on the slopes. But now we're getting too close to the basalt, and the basalt's a pain in the backside. But we've got that to...
Gives a little spit shine, there we go.
We've got that to console us so far.
Nice.
Righto folks, that's the first one.
Good job, Glenn. So we've been detecting this gully, and there's so much bluestone around that it's, as Glenn was saying, it's impossible to tell the difference between bluestone and gold. So I didn't film this, but this is one that I just picked up just a couple of minutes ago. So I'm on the board as well. We got one each, and just had a bit of smoko, and hopefully we'll get a couple more bits in the arvo.
There he is, face of a happy man.
Yes.
And when he got it, I was looking across, and then he gave me the thumbs up, and I thought, you terror. I didn't believe that he'd snare one so quickly. So
Yeah,
we've got one each. It's just starting to rain now. We've got neighbours, so we've had to keep on our own side of the gully, but hopefully we'll get another one each before knock off. We've got a plan B, but I think the day's going to be too short, so we'll stick it out here now.
The weather's not going too good for us.
Rightio, Ant, good
Cheers.
work.
Another reason to be very, very careful out here in the Aussie bush, because you don't want to be bitten by one of these buggers. The scorpion is ready to attack. It's a big one.
Wouldn't it be funny if I picked him up and threw him on Ant's head right now?
That most definitely would not be funny, Glenn. Oh, Jesus. Cool looking creature. Not good from a distance.
You've heard of Christmas beetles. Well, have a look at this ant here. Not the ant that comes out detecting with me. There he is.
Where is he?
Look at this guy. Come out of there.
I've never seen an ant like that before in my life.
He's bright green. He's a bit ropeable because I've been trying to stop him from hiding.
Jeez, it's fast.
He's fast and he's furious. I had a girlfriend that was fat and furious one stage, but this is fast and furious.
Jeez. You seen them before?
Have I?
Yeah.
I've seen the odd one, but I've no idea what they are, so if you're an ant specialist, he's disappeared now.
Gone.
As you can see, we're struggling to film. We're going to try another spot. We've named this ridge Heartbreak Ridge. We've worked our asses off, taken a ton of lead off it.
Yep.
We've only got the two, and I say only two, plenty of times we've got nothing. So we've got a bit each. Got about an hour up our sleeve.
Can't complain.
We stuck in here because we had neighbours and we didn't want to leave anything for the next bloke. But we're going to have to leave a few bits, and we're going to head up to a spot. Ironically, I got myself stuck last week. Not bogged, but I couldn't go forward or back. And I rang a bloke and he pulled me out. So thumbs up to you, Nev. We're going to go to the spot you told us about.
Cheers, Nev.
Righto, we're at the end of the day. We've only got those two that we showed you earlier. So what we're going to do is weigh them while you're watching. Now, this is a little one that Ant's found, and they've got a habit of shrinking in the canister because when Ant showed me that when we were out the bush, I would have thought it was 1/2 gram. And now they've seen him, he's about
0.29.
0.29. Depends where you're sitting me. I would have thought he might have been 0.3, but no, 0.29. So that's the first one. I'll slip him off for a sec. Carefully put him there. Now my mother told me when I was young, she said, you're not very pretty and you're not very smart, so you're going to have to work hard. Well, I worked hard for that one. And he's 0.63, 0.64. So we near as damn it got a gram between us.
Almost.
And a gram's not too bad for the day. I've been further for less. We've had a good time. We've got a big feed of tucker into us.
Yeah, definitely.
So there's the two we got.
Beautiful.
Where we are now is where Nev put us onto. We only had a quick 45 minutes here and did no good, but we'll be back here and give it a good go. There's plenty of signals. He's got gold here, and when the signals and gold, so weighing them on the scales together, 0.91. I said 0.9 for
Come on.
0.91, 0.92.
Almost a gram. Happy with that.
We're happy with that. But anyhow, we've had a good day. We've got a bit of gold.
That's it.
And we've been further for less. We've laughed and we've cried, not at the same time. But we have. So good on you. Keep watching. I'm sorry there's not much in the video for you, but it's bloody, you know, keep yourself entertained. And there'll be a day when we're weighing one as big as Ant's head with any luck. Well, thanks, boys and girls. Ant's got bloody. We got a comment that said we were sexist because we say boys and blokes and things like that. We're not sexist. We know there's a lot of you pretty girls out there.
Careful, Glenn.
Yeah, no, just stirring the pot. There's more blokes than women go detecting. I mean, that's the way it is. So if you're a lady, you're a woman. I'm not even game to say, if you're a person that's with breasts, then if you want to go...
You're digging a hole, Glenn. I think what Glenn meant to say was, if you enjoy watching, thanks for watching. It doesn't matter who you are.
and I really didn't mean to upset anyone, but I don't give a